Hey, I'm Chase, and this is All Things Random. Today, we're talking about why BB guns are so dangerous for police as well as the citizen population. Now today we're going to test your wits. I have multiple guns sitting out on a bench and a single BB gun mixed in with the bunch. And I wonder if you could tell which one is the BB gun and which one are the real guns. Now I have 5 different guns and one BB gun that I purchased online. Now let's be clear right off the bat. I am not saying it is bad to own a BB gun or even a real firearm. I love the Second Amendment and it's there for a reason. However, what I'm trying to say is every time an officer in the United States or locally gets into a shooting and they find out that the individual, the suspect who was killed in the police-involved shooting, had a BB gun on them, I get asked the same question, and it is, why didn't the police officer know the difference between a BB gun, which is a toy, and a real gun, and why didn't they make the decision to use a different level of force if that individual had a toy? Now, I'm going to go into why you wouldn't even know the difference compared to a police officer or a trained civilian who's carrying armed. So, what I want you to do is keep a close eye on the next part of the video. The next 1.5 minutes, I'm going to have my buddy Ben draw the 5 different firearms from 2 different positions. We're going to have it from the side at about 5 to 7 meters, which is about the distance of an actual officer involved shooting, which is about between 5 and 10 meters. So we're just going to break it and say 7. So I measured about 5 to 7 meters away from Ben, and I'm going to have him draw from a side position and then from a straight on position as if the person was going to shoot you or engage you. Now there's 5 different guns, and what I want you to do is keep a close eye. You can pause, zoom in, and I want you to tell me in the comments below which one you think is the real gun, which one you think is the BB gun. Now here is just a quick look of the guns that we're using, one of which is a BB gun. Okay, so now that I've had you watch Ben draw 5 different guns, could you easily tell which one was a BB gun and which one was the real guns? Now, before I tell you, we're going to discuss a couple issues with BB guns and replica firearms altogether. One, a BB gun with an orange tip. The orange tip is there for a purpose, and that is so someone can easily and readily identify it as maybe a toy or not an actual firearm, or something like a toy or a squirt gun that has the appearance of a gun, however, is a completely different color, like a neon color or an orange color. That's why sometimes when people train with mock firearms, it is an orange rubber gun and not a black rubber gun. So let's go over 5 things that I have identified as being an issue. 1, a BB gun has the appearance of a firearm. Now, not all BB guns are created equal. I'm talking about the ones that are exact replicas or very, very similar to where you wouldn't be able to determine which one is a real firearm and which one is the BB gun. 2, a BB gun can be purchased with no background check, which is fine. It is a toy gun. What I'm trying to get through to you is that if you purchase a BB gun that looks exactly like a Glock, that looks exactly like an M&P, you don't need a background check and anybody can go get it. Now, you may say, yeah, but you have to be 18 years old in my state or 21 years old in my state. Yeah, that's where the next one comes in. Number 3, they can be purchased online with no verification at all except to click a box saying you're of the age. Now, let me break it down for you. The one that I ordered is from a sporting goods store. Now, that sporting goods store I'm not really going to say because it was across all sporting goods stores is the same thing. I purchased it online, clicked the I'm 18, and I used a Visa gift card to purchase it. Now, why did I choose a Visa gift card? Well, it's because people could say, well, someone who's 16 years old may not have access to a bank account, so how could they order it? Well, if they have cash, they can go buy a Visa gift card at the store, at Walmart, for example, like I did, and then order this online. So anybody can purchase something that looks exactly like a real gun. Number 4, most people who carry a BB gun as a real gun, for an example, in a holster, concealed carried on their person or open carried on their person, normally have a few things wrong with them upstairs. They have a screw loose or they have a cognitive disorder and they think that it's okay to carry around a BB gun like it's a real gun. That is an issue that deserves far more time than in this video. And that one is a little controversial because people who do carry them in holsters, open carry or concealed carry, know that the people outside of them themselves think that it's a real gun. So they carry it knowing that the perception is it's a real gun. And number 5, most people who carry these BB guns are very careless with them. And I say that very specifically in the fact that people who know that the firearm on their side is a BB gun, they're going to carry it with a lot less caution than if it was a real gun. For example, if I pull the BB gun out and shoot it in my garage, well, clearly it's not going to cause a hole in my house. It's going to go into the house next door. So I could easily shoot my BB gun inside my own home. I could easily take it out to a park and shoot it because it's not nearly as loud and obvious as an actual firearm. Now, with that in mind, those people know that if they pull it out and shoot themselves, it's only going to cause a little bit of pain. It's not really going to cause injury. If they shoot someone else, it's only going to cause minor injury. It's not going to kill them. However, the people on the other side have no idea it's a BB gun. They think it's a real gun, and this is where the perception of threat comes in. Now, if a BB gun is displayed as a real gun, it is treated as a real gun. There is no time to determine if it is a real gun or a BB gun. If it looks like a real gun, it is a real gun. Now, a lot of people will say, yeah, but it's a .177 caliber barrel. Can't you tell the difference between that and a 40? And that's exactly why I had Ben point the gun to the front. Could you tell the difference? Well, in the gun that I'm going to show you, you really can't because it's recessed back. So it gives the perception more that it's a real firearm. And I will tell you that if a police officer or a citizen has the perception that their life is being threatened, they have the right to defend themselves, whether or not it is against someone who has a mental illness or someone who is threatening them with something that looks and feels like a real gun. Now, I'm going to ask you again, which one was the BB gun and which ones were the real guns? Now, I'm going to show you exactly what I purchased.
Okay, so I picked this up. Okay, so this is a Glock 19 replica. It even has the trigger safety that is on a standard Glock. And just so I can show you, this is a Glock 22. And you can sort of see just how close they are in comparison. So this Glock 19 replica. Now it does have a drop slide for your BBs, and right here you put in the gas cylinder because it's a CO2 powered. Now, some more expensive. Now this was $56 online. It was on sale. They do sell slightly more expensive next generation Glock replicas that actually have a blowback slide. This does not. This just has a single slide. But let me show you the dangers of this. Now, people are like, well, if this is pointed at you, you'd be able to see that it has a very small barrel for a BB. But if it's pointed like this, you can see that it's recessed enough to where you may not be able to see that right away. Now, if you look compared to this, it's very difficult to tell the difference. So now you get a closer look of exactly why I think sometimes these are either good for training. If I was gonna teach my kid how to shoot a gun and use it for gun safety, this would be a great introductory tool for that. Or you can see how it can be dangerous because anybody, this is officially licensed by Glock, anybody can buy this online with no issues. And if this is pulled out, nobody is gonna know the difference between this and a real gun.
So let's wrap this up real quick. When you're reading another article where a police officer or civilian gets into a shooting with another person who had on them a BB gun or a replica firearm, know that there's more to the story than maybe what they're leading you to believe. Or I want you to be able to make the decision for yourself. Please research. Now, again, I am not downing BB guns. I think they are great in the right situations and circumstances. And I'll give you a perfect one. If I have a child that I want to introduce firearms to, I want to teach proper gun safety. Well, no better way to teach proper gun safety than with a replica firearm that is not gonna harm them. It has a magazine that removes. A lot of them have rackable slides, so you can rack the slide back. You can do all the function checks of a real firearm without the danger of having a real firearm. In the right environment, it is a great training tool. In the wrong environment and in the wrong hands, it can be absolutely dangerous for either the people on the other side or the people holding the gun themselves. So remember next time, it may be more complicated than you think. Now, if you like videos like this, hit that subscribe button down below and leave a comment of what you would like to see next. Now, I love doing videos like this. I love going out to the range and I love watches like everybody knows. And I love doing reviews on electronics. You got to leave a comment down below. Give me some ideas. I got plenty of ideas. However, I like to hear from you. Until next time.